Welcome back to the 2020 Las Vegas Challenge presented by Innova Champion Discs. We've got 9 holes left to go, and Nate is still holding on to that one-stroke lead. Double G and the rest of the gang are going to try and chase him down. I'm Ian Anderson, again joined by Nate Sexton. Let's watch some disc golf. We've got 9 holes left to go, and a lot happened in that front 9, but we're back to where we started with you with a one-stroke lead.
Yeah, a lot of birdies happened, and I'm up 1 on Garrett. Again, I'm not a type of guy who plays with my cell phone turned on, so I really have no idea yet what the second card's doing, but there were a lot of guys in the hunt there. But yeah, moving on to hole 10, longest par 4 yet on this course, 741 feet, pretty wide open. You've got hazard sand, OB green, hazard sand long, and cart paths on both sides of the fairway.
Yeah, it's a tough get for a par 4 here. One of the longer ones, if not the longest. Maybe 18 might be the longest.
Yeah, it might be.
I wonder. Tristan with his Ballista Pro forehand, smoothing it out there just so far.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
We've got a destroyer from yourself.
And I usually go backhand here, but I was thinking forehand, and then I saw Tristan do it, and I said, okay, this'll work.
This is a great spot to be.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
There's the Emperor from Garrett. You know this is going to get mushed. 69 mile an hour. He went easy on a little bit. He's got 70 plus in there.
A little bit hyzer. We were a little bit nervous about the path up here, but it comes to rest well short.
Yes, there's a disc right behind you. Eric. This is a Lucid Raider. Turn. Ooh.
This is pretty crushed. The only thing to think about now would be the sand, but I think it's going to be short by a bit.
Eric with a 67 mile an hour backhand.
That's nice.
No slouch. His story is interesting, man, with going from the guy driving Simon around to the guy making lead cards.
Yeah.
The powers that be did not believe in him, but he believed in himself. It's a really cool thing. We have a Sexton Firebird from yourself.
Pretty happy with that. Just inside the circle.
Mm-hmm. Tristan. He is going for a VIP Gatekeeper. Slightly overstable mid, I believe.
Yeah, he's throwing that thing a lot.
He is, isn't he? Yeah. That's kind of a long putt, but it's there, and he's been banging them. Double G. I think this is the Color Glow Rock 3.
I agree.
He puts that thing on a variety of lines.
Yeah, he's a smooth thrower. I mean, definitely way more to him than just power. Mm-hmm. He's a great woods player.
Yeah, we saw him taking down Masters Cup last year.
Yep.
You're not taking that thing down without a...
Yep, without a very technically skilled game. And this was really weird. I don't know what happened.
It was terrible.
Just like
I don't know why.
Just shanked. He must have had some kind of grip problem. I don't know, but lucky to stay in bounds.
Very true. And almost converted despite that. But I think we got a possible little distraction in the background.
Yeah, I think somebody made some noise, perhaps.
Tristan?
Give him another one.
That's fun to watch. Maybe not when you're trying to beat him, but from this seat, it's great. Nate?
Little downhill look for me for the birdie.
Inches, Nate. Yeah.
Lazy. And Garrett to get back into the tie.
Oh. Those are big putts for both of you.
Yeah, we were frustrated. And we're friends, I love competing against him. So, I went right over to him after that and said, all right, man, no more of that. Let's go. Me and you both.
That's awesome, Nate.
We can't be doing that.
Eric with a good par comeback. And Tristan here is going to be getting a stroke on the card. By no means out of it, just 4 back right now. As G cleans up, as Johnny Football looks on. Another perfect putt from Double T.
Yeah. Nice, smooth spin putt. It's probably the best type of putt to watch in slow-mo.
It is, right? I ran into him at La Mirada a couple weekends ago and got a chance to play around with him.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
And then 2 weeks later, he's on the league card.
Nice.
So cool. Hole 11, great hole for you, Nate.
Yeah, this is a good kind of left to right finisher, so good forehand opportunity or turnover mid-range. You also see some people try big spike hyzer as well.
Tristan's going for the Pioneer here. Kind of an overstable fairway. This looks great.
Whew. Had me believing.
Almost.
It looked like it might hit some metal.
That thing right in there. Wow. And one of your X-Cals.
And I want this to get out there a little bit high and left, and this is low and right. So 2 failures on my part and
It
straight
almost
into
jumped
that
over.
bush. Not a good shot.
You hope a look, but it's a long one. Garrett's going back to that Color Glow Rock 3. This is kind of shanked.
Yeah, little grip lock or something. Turned it over. It's a nice amount of turn and speed, but it needed to be obviously 30 feet more to the left starting out.
You called it. I'm pretty sure Eric's throwing a felon here. Yes, he is.
I think maybe the X-Cal's too fast. These guys are making me think I should be throwing the beat up Firebird.
I think you could. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I'll try to put that in my notebook.
Do you have a KJ Nybo style little notepad?
No, and I will certainly forget that I said that. And I will be throwing the X-Cal next year.
Hopefully I'm here to remind you.
Yeah, thanks.
Here is Nate's birdie bid. Quite a long one, though.
Pretty excited about that.
Rightfully so, man. What a putt in a huge situation.
Yeah, caught some leaves and kind of threw it in there. I don't know. Maybe it would have missed without him. Who knows? But it's in now.
It was going in regardless.
I was so happy with that one. A little spinner with the dart out of kind of awkward stance with that sawgrass or whatever it is. That stuff is really sharp.
That was a dart. Wow.
Yeah, that was a dart. Yeah.
Nice. Eric making a good
catch.
birdie. Yeah. Tristan looking for one of his own. And that putt did give you a little cush. You got a two-stroke lead over G right now.
But at this point, I'm lost in the moment. I didn't even know the scores. I'm just trying to stay engaged, try to put as much pressure as I can.
And there's Garrett's par. I was watching you just like a hawk because I'm very interested in who's going to win.
All right. Let us know in the comments. Is this making it without this branch? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think I had a couple inches
Probably.
to spare.
It's hard to say.
I love that one, Nate. 180. We are on to hole 12. What's your play?
I go big jump Thunderbird here. I'm trying to throw it pretty firm and pretty right and go kind of just over this second golf tee pad and take your little skip uphill to the basket.
See if we can do it. Should be having the box, or does Eric have it? No, sorry, Tristan, excuse me.
Yeah, he made that nice putt on hole 10.
That's right. He is going for a getaway here.
This looks decent. Maybe going left a little bit early.
Oh, that putts.
Yeah, that's solid.
It's kind of where you were the other day.
Yeah, even maybe a little closer.
Mm-hmm. You throwing germ around?
Yep. This is my newer one of the two that I carry. And this is a little bit inside. Speed maybe a little light as well, but if it stays out right longer, it won't hit that land, and it can kind of have some more time to fly up there. So that's coming up pretty short.
Eric will be reaching for a Lucid Felon. That is smoked. 66 miles an hour.
That looks really good.
Kind of
going to be a nice roll. Oh, yeah.
Wow, Eric. Great shot. That is kind of the perfect play, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's that Invictus from Garrett.
And I thought this was great. I was saying, oh, nice shot, G, perfect shot. And this is pretty unfortunate, I thought.
Yeah.
Like so close to doing the same thing Eric's did, but just kind of flips up the other way and heads down the hill instead of moving forward.
makes that a much longer putt. And Nate?
I went to the knee here because of a little low ceiling and the downhill putt. This is the same dart. Yeah, baby.
Not going to lie, Caddy Ian wanted you to lay that one up, Nate. You already got the 2-stroke lead. That was huge, man.
That was a big putt.
Incredible, Nate. I can't understate that. And gee, this is an equally big putt to stay within, striking distance. Oh, just right there. Tristan looking for a birdie of his own. He's almost chasing down G, just 1 stroke back.
It felt like he was chasing me down too. I wasn't really sure, but I was just thinking, man, this guy's making everything. I gotta stay after it. Nice birdie.
3 birdies, nice. I guess that's 2 holes in a row. Garrett's losing a stroke to the card. League card doing league card things out here. You put some heat on him with those jumpers, Nate.
Yeah, I don't know. It's great. It's the best feeling you can have playing disc golf. Big pressure, and you're the farthest guy out, and you can stick the putt. See me put the hand up here.
You knew that was good early.
I was excited.
Oh, that was just fantastic, man. Did you go to the knee for the ceiling or the elevation?
Both.
Both? Okay. Hole 13.
This one's par 3, uphill, 387. Everything short of that path is out of bounds, so this one's always a little nervy for me because you're trying to hit a gap with some power. And if you were to shank it and hit one of those trees, you could find yourself going to a drop zone. Then you've got the hazard sand and the OB fence to think about on your shot.
Playing for par seems like almost a good idea on this one with how much danger there is. But
yeah,
can you?
It's not even that much easier. Like if you feel like you can hit the gap, I feel like you just kind of throw it hard and try to hope that you're going to skip through that sand, left that sand, anything. Set up kind of a long putt. It's very, very difficult to just park this hole.
Yeah, it is. That was Tristan finding the tree, but fortunately kicked back in bounds. So a good break there. You going Destroyer?
Destroyer, yes. Just trying to throw it firm, flat, and right. This is a little too right. Just ticks that tree. And into the sand.
Go.
It doesn't have the energy to get out, but that's not the worst. I have an opportunity to save my par.
Yes.
It wasn't exactly what I was looking for from that drive, but not too far off.
Eric's going with an Explorer, which is
more like fairway speed.
It is, yeah. It's a fairway driver.
He's probably hammering this as you see 67 miles an hour and clears the sand just perfectly. That's one of the better drives I've seen on the hole.
Same. I've seen one that was definitely better. But
yeah, one I can think of, yeah. But I think they moved the pin, so that's pretty much, invalidated.
Disregard,
now.
Yeah. Double G. I think he was throwing the rock on that one.
You might be right. I think you are right. Makes sense.
I can see it working.
Throw it so straight.
Yeah.
Just float it over.
Here is Tristan's birdie bid, but it is a lengthy one.
Man, that was pretty close from 95 feet.
He's got some smooth power on those putts. Garrett, is he going Sonic?
Yep.
Yeah. But of course. And Nate, you are going to save a par here, hopefully. Yes, sir.
That's an important putt. Just for the momentum of not having to hang my head for a bogey.
Sure. 3 really great putts in a row. Eric for a stroke on the card here.
Man, just not quite doing it on the green today.
Yeah, they're just coming out a little early, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of siding out. The waste of a great drive. Garrett will clean up a par. And Double T will as well. And there it is. Nate, you're holding on to your lead. There's Double G. It's a perfect disc golf form looks like, I guess.
Yeah.
Incredible. We'll kick it off to our sponsor.
Welcome to 2020. I just want to send a huge thank you out to all of our Innova throwers that have supported the Tour Series program. Every player on Team Star and Champion has a special signature disc available at the Innova factory store and at retailers around the world. Huge part of what keeps us able to do what we love and be professional disc golfers out there on tour. So thank you so much for supporting it.
All right, we are back to the action. Not too many holes left to go for Garrett to try and chase it down, Nate.
Yeah, but they're all bombers, so I think that's making his day a little bit more hopeful than it might otherwise be. Hole 14 starts us off 798-foot par 4 basket perched on that hill with OB right behind it.
Tristan has a box. I'm sure this is a Ballista Pro.
Just big hyzer, really. Not getting greedy, playing smart position. He could definitely throw it 100 feet longer.
I know. I want to see some bombing flex shots out of this guy.
Yeah, but that's a great position play.
It's just, he's playing smart golf. Nate with a destroyer rip. 65 miles an hour, Nate.
I gotta hold that one.
You brought in Aroldis Chapman. Bringing in the closer.
Yeah, I was at one of my better throws of the week. I felt like like I've alluded to, I've been having some issues with the early release a little bit on those backhands, and that one felt like a full commit, good transition of power into the disc.
Nice, man. That's a Raider from Eric. Let's see if he has to deal with that tree over there. Hopefully it's okay.
Mm-hmm. That can get a little bit dicey over there.
Garrett with the Emperor. And that one came out 74 miles an hour.
But still won't flip.
That thing is stable.
Yeah, but if you go left and you go that far, really no problem, because now he's past that tree.
Yep, the one that got you the other day. See the basket there? Keenan is showing to on the mound over there. Keenan is a good follow on Instagram. Keenan Disc Life. Hit him up. Our boy Tristan is a Lucid X felon for his second shot. Just
pretty nicely done.
Yeah. Hopefully that tree's not too much in his way on the putt there. Eric with the same. This looks nice.
Slow down. Slow down.
Safe.
Nice.
Is that Lance Brown?
I think it was.
I think it was, yeah.
This is KC Pro Rock.
Oh, interesting. We haven't seen this yet, I don't think.
I don't think I've used it yet.
You see this hole playing quite a bit under par. Looking to do just that. What's your thought process between like a low hyzer versus like a skipper up the hill?
There's a lot that goes into it. Wind, what's behind the basket, how much of like a half speed do I have to throw now? I kind of like throwing that rock like 85, like closer to a full swing, and swinging it in there rather than from the angle I was at in the distance. If I go Thunderbird, it's going to be pretty weird, like 60% shot. So I preferred the rock in that situation. As we saw Garrett throw a fantastic upshot.
He did. The rock 3. Tristan, oh
gosh, I had a little nightmare for a second there that was going golf green.
It's happened before, and he got to hear the words no golfer likes to hear. You're still out.
Still you.
Hopefully he can make good on this par putt, though. At least this one's in the open.
Yeah, no problem.
I feel like we're going to be seeing more of this guy.
Yeah, I mean, 20 years old. It bears repeating. I mean, that is so impressive to me.
And he does not have holes in his game.
No, or a late fade from nerves.
Oh, sure.
You know, like that is like, you can bank on that when you're playing against a 20-year-old guy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, not this guy. Not here today.
Even the lead card on cam, no worries. G with a nice putt, Eric with a nice putt, not to be overlooked. You were looking for your own right here to hold on to a 2-stroke lead.
I think this may even push it to 3.
Oh, yes, it does, doesn't
With
it?
that
Thank you. I mean, camera jitters are real. Our boy, Luke Sampson, he shot 10 down every round he wasn't on camera. Or like close to it.
Yeah, sure.
And then like 1 over when he was on.
It's
on
not,
lead
I
card.
mean, yeah, anyone who's trying to tell you there's no pressure that comes with big moments like that, that's crazy. I like to think about pressure being, while it's sort of an uncomfortable feeling, it's a feeling that's earned, and you can't get it like just because you want to feel some.
Yeah.
You have to play great, and you have to be doing something you love and care about. So I try to like think of it that way, sort of turn it on its head. Yeah, I'm nervous, but like the guy in 50th isn't nervous, and that sucks for him. You know, so I like it.
We were joking, it's kind of like the final boss.
Yeah.
It's being on lead card on camera.
And this is all out right here.
65, Nate. Crushed.
459, and that is fantastic for me. I'm so happy to get that up there.
Nate, that is fantastic for anyone. Eric. It's getting some flip. Interesting. What is this? This is a Raider too.
A little bit of height, but he's 40, 45.
He's showing you that forehand he's got. I'll give him a look. And I believe this is the Color Glow T-Bird 3 from Garrett.
Okay. Probably looking to play pretty much a pure turnover. Just get it to finish right all the way.
I thought about roller for him.
Yeah, it'd almost have to be a mid-range.
Yeah, that's the comment was it's probably too short for a Garrett roller.
And that got pretty right on him, but it stayed in bounds.
And actually hit somebody over there.
Did it?
And it kept it in bounds.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Hope the guy's okay.
Yeah. He was happy to give up the body for G. Tristan, 66 mile an hour forehand, and that is the speed you need apparently because
Holy smokes.
gosh, man. I don't think I've seen this parked.
And that didn't even really have any ante in its flight.
You're right.
Like, it's just another level. Eagle McMahon type stuff.
You're not wrong on that.
Whoo, nearly threw that in.
Tristan says he plays with Eagle quite a bit actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Both from the Colorado area. And Eric. Oh, I wanted that birdie for him. That would have been a good one to get. You're going to try and bang one as well. Big putt, Nate.
Yeah, and now I'm starting to think about trying to slam the door at this point. I'm thinking every one of these birdies is just making the job of everybody else around me so difficult. And I still, at this point, I'm not even entertaining the idea of checking for
U-disc?
the second card. I got at least the next hole before I'm going to start thinking about changing my game plan up.
It is nice to have U-disc out there, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But I mean, I don't personally ever use it, but it's awesome for the fans. And I love looking back and checking out these stats. But I'm definitely like a phone fully powered down guy because I wear a smartwatch. Got to keep my steps. And I don't want to know about any emails.
If you're a new player, though, go check out the UDisc app.
Absolutely.
It's
a fantastic app. And I love the guys at UDisc. And I love the service that it provides.
Yeah, it's a great resource to go find new courses, check out rounds, log all your rounds.
And a cool new feature that I just got taught about is you can like use it live during the round and it'll tell you how far you are from the basket.
What?
Yeah, for courses that are mapped in there, I guess.
So
I'm not
cool.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you can like look right at it and go, 325 from here.
What a feature.
So that's kind of sweet.
It is. We got 3 holes left. First one of those is 16, and you're going for the forehand on this one.
Yeah,
right?
this is a play. This is kind of just like a coming down the stretch play for me. I knew that I could probably still get the distance I was looking for because I felt like I was absolutely murdering the forehand. And I did that again here. So this is a pretty good shot going over the OB to start. And that's basically the same landing zone that I'm accessing with the backhand. So
Sure.
It was a play that I would probably not be willing to do if it was really windy because it does have to stay over OB longer. And this is a drop zone, I believe, if you go OB left. So it can get it can snowball on you. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just a kind of heat of the moment. Like, I feel more confident in this, so that's what I'm going to do.
Tristan? Is that Ballista Pro again?
Oh, man.
Oh. It fought pretty well, though. Like, birdie's still a possibility for him.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm so nervous, excited, zoned in. Like, I'm seeing these shots for the first time. Like, I'm not, I'm like, I don't remember seeing any of this.
That is so funny. 67 miles an hour from Eric. That is way down there on a big high hyzer line. I like that over the tree. Kind of takes it out of play.
Yeah.
And an Emperor from Garrett, and this is going far.
So high. I wouldn't think he's trying to go that high. I mean, it's still good, but sacrificing quite a lot. I mean, still 500 feet, no slouch.
500 feet.
But that could have gone another 100 if it was a little lower.
Maybe he's worried about hitting the green.
That's possible.
After hole 9, I don't know what's possible anymore. Nate.
Yeah.
Tristan, we're looking at his upshot. He's gonna go for an Opto Explorer. Not what he was looking for.
No. Pretty long distance shot.
And these Canada geese have it out for you again, Nate.
Yeah, and this is full Firebird.
I think you're arranged to right about 390 from the pin on this one. Is it
Really?
believable?
Man, that'd be pretty crazy. I was
How
feeling
far can you
more,
throw a Firebird, you think?
I feel like it's with no flip like that. I feel like it's more of a 350, 360
Yeah.
thing. But I am short, so I guess that's maybe possible.
Eric, his second shot. This is a Lucid Felon. This looks like what's going to work.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. A little bit to the right. Also, I think you got to remember, like, if you're thinking about distance and you're playing your normal course at home that hasn't been mowed in 6 weeks or longer, you're getting money skips every time out here on this kind of manicured grass. So
Yeah, you are.
you can probably cheat another 30 feet on a lot of drives than you might normally be getting because the thing is just always going to travel.
It's really something to think about.
That is perfect.
Nicely done by Garrett. Hoping to steal a stroke back and make it 3 with 2 to go. Tristan, he's putting this.
Oh, good effort.
Just off the band, man. Eric, gonna try and sneak in a bird here.
Nice.
There's the putt. And
I
this
couldn't
is-
even see the basket. It was so sunny.
Really?
I just covered up my eyes and said, yeah, okay, it's up there. I know about where it is. Just get it high enough.
It's like the Michael Jordan eyes closed free throw.
It was pretty close. I could barely see the outline of it because it was just bright sun straight in my face.
Yeah, this time of day, it's really just beaming right at you when you're looking that direction. Tristan with a good par save. And Garrett will come along and drop in the birdie. But you're sitting on 4 strokes with 2 to go, Nate.
Yeah, and you can see my caddy Noah and Thomas Gilbert over there. They're my designated UDISC guys.
Oh, nice.
So here I am going over there to say, how many strokes is it?
Oh, okay.
And then they told me 4, and they told me Rick's done. You're ahead of Rick by 4. And that's when I said, okay, no more backhands.
Fair enough. And we are on to hole 17 where throwing a forehand makes a lot of sense with that OB over
For
there.
a safe play, yeah, because that OB is left. The last thing I want to do is fluff something left and take a 4. No reason to do that. I'm up 4 shots. If I can make 3 here, go into the last hole, all I need is about a 7 or an 8. And that's a nice position to be in. So I'm just trying to rip this because I don't really want to mess with the woods on the right. I'm sure there's some pretty nasty bushes back there that could also give you a bogey. So I'm trying to throw this hard enough that it's going to go straight for long enough that it's not going to go in the woods. Also trying to throw it 6 inches high, apparently.
And 66 miles an hour, Nate.
Yeah, that's hammered.
That layup, Nate, is an insult to people going for it.
Yeah, it was kind of shockingly close. I got up there and I was like, whoa, I could make this putt if I wanted to. I can't believe I was just trying to play safe, I guess adrenaline is a hell of a drug.
It sure is. Eric, this is a good-looking pull. Got a little bit of flex on that, fading towards the basket.
Nice shot.
G going for the Emperor. kind of shanked.
Yeah, I flipped it a little early, and yeah, catching trees, that's going to be quite a distance from the pin, at least probably 50, 60.
Yeah. Tristan? He's going with that getaway. Also kind of where G threw it.
Yeah.
Caught that tree, and at least it kicked him the right way.
Yeah. Opportunities.
Garrett just pitching up with a Sonic.
Yeah, and this looked like a full-on layup. So he must be thinking about. I believe he and Rick are all square at this point.
Yeah, I think you're right.
One to play. So maybe he's thinking no roll away. Let me just go in there, and he's got a great skill set for the last hole.
He does, doesn't he? Tristan just lays up for his par as well, and you got to put it farther away so the layups don't look as weenie.
I know. I felt like I could make this, but I felt like, don't be an idiot.
It's so smart. I thought about it for a second. And I was like, Nate's too smart to run this. I know, man. He's left some putts out there today. He's been throwing really well.
Yes. Definitely frustrated.
I'm sure. Again, tough to putt at that huge gallery. All right, here you are dropping in a par. Garrett will do the same. Oh, sorry, Tristan first. His hair looks wild in the sun right there.
Yeah.
Love it. Here is G's drop in. So like you mentioned right now, he is tied with Ricky with one left to go. You're sitting with a 4-stroke lead.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. On to our finishing hole, and it's a great one.
Yeah, it is. Uphill, OB water on right and left, and then you've got the green up there by the basket, cart path on the right late, and then there's like a roped off right around the green and the new elevated pin. And I was pretty unsure what to do here, to be honest. I mean, I usually play this hole kind of hyper aggressive. I try to go big off the tee. I thought about just doing that anyway, but then I said, no, I'm just going to throw this forehand, just put it in the middle, just try to play for 4.
Even just disking down to a Firebird?
Yes, but I kind of softed this. And then what even is happening right here?
Come on. Really?
That was annoying. It didn't matter.
Thankfully, it didn't matter.
It just made me mad.
Garrett, with the Invictus, just laying up.
Super conservative.
52 miles an hour.
That's probably as slow as his arm goes.
I think you're right. Actually, I heard him talking. He likes to go that short, so the next shot is just a full power rip. It's not in between clubs.
I can understand that.
This one's not looking bad at all.
That path is safe at that point. Farther up the hole, the path is out of bounds, but perfect shot.
Sure was. That was a felon from Eric. This will be a getaway from Tristan. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where you were in previous rounds.
Yep, loving it.
Maybe a little short of where you were.
Yeah, I kind of crushed it.
You did crush it. The Emperor from G.
All just pure hyzer up the hill, 400 feet.
I don't know why I thought he was going to go right at it.
And that's going to put him in position, a putt to make to take solo second place.
It's there. It's not a gimme, though.
And this was a little bit of a side hill. I'm just trying to not let a disaster happen at this point. Just get it inbounds. Don't hit that fountain. And that's just what I'm looking for.
Kind of just short right of the green and
Yep, inbounds, jump putt to the basket.
pitch up and take your 5. Eric has a felon for his second. Going to try all the way to the basket. It's going to take a pull, though.
That is far for a felon. And this is disaster, as that is roped off, and he doesn't get to advance to the other side.
I didn't notice that until we got closer.
Yeah, really unfortunate shank, missing it so low.
Tristan's second after a great drive.
That is a big drive. I might have to take back what we said about
further. Here is a Pioneer from him. And that's a great second shot.
Ideal.
So Eric will be throwing 4 right now. That'll work for 5.
Yeah.
And you are getting in position for your bogey drop in for the
Yeah,
win.
just trying to jump this up there. And even this was a little fluffy, a little to the left. It's hard, your just heartbeat's going fast. I'm so excited, and it's a weird feeling, something hard to practice for.
How about that Popeye G?
So clutch.
Huge. There was an OB right behind that basket too. Getting him sole possession a second right there. And here, the love.
Yeah, well, it was a great battle. I mean, I'll always love playing against that guy.
Yeah. I don't see that ever being a bad time. Nice finish by Eric. Bit of a rough round, but played pretty well. In spots. Tristan, another good one out of him. And there is your winner, Mr. Nate Sexton.
Woo!
Get it, Nate.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I bet, I was talking about how my 16th full season now as a professional, and I've never had to start this good. So
Yeah.
That's exciting for me, coming in here. And this is the 3rd biggest win of my career, without any doubt. So top 3 moment of my what is now quite long disc golf career.
So I've heard you had an open win every year of your career, right?
The first season in 04, I just played 2 tournaments in pro, so I don't really count that. But every full season, I've had a win, and I did catch myself this winter, kind of letting it creep into my head, like, all I play is national tours, and like, do I have to sneak a C tier in? Because I can't let the streak die. And now, before the monkey even got on my back, I got him off. So I'm really happy about that, to pick up a huge win. Innova, big, huge supporter of this event. We got the Innova team sweep. Just a great week, great weather. Always happy to start the season here.
Nice, man. Well, great performance there. And if I had a 20, I'm throwing 20 on you for Worlds.
Oh, come on.
Those courses, they suit you. That's all we got for Vegas. Nate, thanks a ton, man.
Sure.
We will catch you guys in the next one.